Hi everyone, my name's Valerie and I'm the Outreach Coordinator for Future Energy Systems. But what is energy? Energy is the ability to do work, and it's all around us. From the food we eat, to the cars driving down the street, to the lights in our house. We all use energy every day. For most of the energy we use, it started with the sun. The sun shines and makes plants grow. These plants are eaten by animals, including us humans, to give us energy. But a long time ago, some plants died, were buried for millions of years, and turned into fossil fuels. And now we use the sunlight they captured millions of years ago to run our cars, industries, and much more. But can we use the energy directly from the sun? Yes. One of the most promising technologies for a green future are solar panels. These panels are capable of turning sunlight directly into electricity we use to power our houses, schools, and even our phones. But what is this electricity and what is it made of? Everything you see around you, this sign, the walls, the chairs, are all made of atoms. These tiny little pieces contain a nucleus and electrons. Electrons are little charged particles that orbit the nucleus. Normally, these electrons are stuck circling the nucleus. But some atoms like to share their electrons with their neighbors, and this allows electrons to move from atom to atom. This movement of electrons is what happens in the wires charging your computer or your phone. Electrons travel from the plug in the wall, along the wire, into your computer. But what makes these electrons move? Like a soccer ball in the grass, which won't move until you kick it, you have to use the energy from your foot to get it to move. That's what solar panels are able to do. Solar panels are made of atoms and electrons. When the light shines on the solar panel, the sunlight gives the electrons energy, allowing them to move. Solar panels are the driving force that make the electrons move along the wire. One day, we might be able to power entire cities using sunlight. There are a lot of great things about solar energy and solar panels. Solar energy is renewable, which means it's never going to run out. The sun's going to keep shining. Because it isn't a fossil fuel, it's going to reduce our greenhouse gas emissions, which can contribute to climate change. It can be done on a small scale by individuals, solar panels on your roof, or on a large scale, entire fields of panels. It's quiet and relatively cheap compared to other renewable energy methods. However, there are some challenges with solar energy. Can you think of any? Well, the sun doesn't shine all the time. Sometimes it's cloudy, sometimes it's night. If you live in Edmonton like me, in the winter, it's dark a lot of the time. Sunlight is intermittent, which means the electricity produced from solar energy is also intermittent. This is a problem. When I plug in my phone or computer, I want to know that there's electricity. So how do we deal with this? One method is energy storage. However, it can be quite expensive and take up a lot of space. You might be able to use it for your home, but how would you use it for an entire city? There are researchers looking for solutions to this problem. Another way to deal with it is to put the energy back into the grid where we currently get our energy. However, the intermittency of solar energy makes this hard because we never know how much is going to go into the grid and how much is going to need to come out. Another challenge is efficiency. How much sunlight is turned into electricity? It's estimated that efficiency is between 11 and 19%, according to Clean Energy BC. That's a lot of wasted sunlight. So researchers are looking for solutions to improve the efficiency of solar panels. So we've learned that solar energy and solar panels are an important part of the energy transition away from fossil fuels. However, there's still a lot of questions that need to be answered and research that needs to be done. And that's what many researchers at Future Energy Systems are doing. So today, we're not going to build a solar panel at home, as cool as that would be. We are going to make beautiful stained glass windows, something that will remind us about the amazing power of the sun. Here are the supplies you're going to need: transparent paper, tissue paper, scissors, tape, a hole punch, a piece of string, and a template if you want. So I've decided to make a sun. Here's my template. I'm going to tape it down to the table. I have a piece of transparent paper cut to about the same size. I remove the backing and tape it over the template with the sticky side up. Now I'm going to fill in the template with these little pieces of tissue paper. You could do all one color or lots of colors like I am. When you've filled the whole image, take another piece of transparent paper, about the same size, and remove the backing. Lay it on your completed image to make a sandwich. Remove the tape holding the window to the table. If you can't get the tape off, you can just trim the edges, which you're going to do now to remove any sticky bits where it didn't meet perfectly. I'm going to use this blue tape to make a border, but you could do any color or have no border. Use the hole punch to make a hole at the top of the window and tie a piece of string to make a hanger. And here you have your beautiful stained glass window. Find a big window full of sun and keep learning about the energy all around you. Thanks so much for watching. Bye! Thank you so much for watching Future Energy Systems video. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our exciting content. Check out the links below to our website and learning page where you can find activities, learning extension, and more. You can also sign up on the website for notifications for future videos and interactive opportunities. There's so much to learn as we explore our energy future.